Hello friends and welcome to the Physio Voice. Today's Physio Funda is on the topic of evidence-based practice among physiotherapists. Let's start with what is EBP. It is a triad of clinical expertise, available best evidence and integrating it with patients' values and preferences. What are the steps necessary to follow EBP? The first one is asking or formulating an answerable question which gives direction to your EBP. Acquiring or tracking down the available best evidence, and once you have acquired it, appraising it critically, not only with respect to statistics but also with respect to the patient demographics and the setting of the study. Applying it by integrating it with clinical expertise and patient values as already discussed as part of EBP triad. Final is to assess or to evaluate the effectiveness of the above steps and patient outcomes objectively as it paves the way for further research. With this knowledge of EBP, let us see what is the current scenario regarding EBP. The first step of asking the question, it is seen that 48 to 70% of physiotherapists can identify gaps in clinical knowledge and formulate research questions. However, this is slightly less in newly qualified therapists and they tend to consult peers for quick solutions. The second step of acquiring evidence. Only 8% of therapists search for available literature weekly and 23% never do so. Instead, there is more preference for discussion with peers, group discussion, and especially patient feedback is preferred when the evidence conflicts with the experience of the therapist. The third step of appraising the literature. 50% of the physiotherapists are confident about appraising the literature. However, they agree that statistical appraisal is more difficult. The application of the results to the patient, it is less and has greater difficulty in applying due to differences in patient presentation from that of the evidence recommendations. Also, when the therapist is working in an organization where there are deadlines to be met and the patient workload is more, at such a time, lack of organizational support and resources will prevent the application of results to patient. Also, with the prior influence of learning beliefs, this step becomes difficult. The fifth step of assessing the impact of the EBP. This is widely ignored due to factors such as lack of time, lack of agreement with evidence. Even if you want to assess it, there is non-availability or ignorance for the specific outcome measures for the patient, and there is over-reliance on subjective findings of the patient as well as the therapist. Now, knowing the problem, let us see why is it present or what went wrong. To start with, research-based literature are sought commonly to confirm an option and not to fill gap in knowledge. Thus, the intention for doing research is what is basically wrong. Desire of new graduates to faster hands-on clinical skills to increase employability, and you cannot blame them as employees more often than not ask about what treatment technique do you know rather than asking like what are the fallacies and the advantages of a particular treatment technique based on the current available literature. Lack of EBP role models. Students will learn what they see from their mentors doing, and since most guides are not aware of EBP themselves, then giving proper direction to physiotherapists is very difficult. Lack of basic research knowledge. This is present in spite of research being the common subject at undergraduate and postgraduate level. Here, rather than seeing this as an opportunity to learn about research, it is just seen as a task to be completed to complete your graduation. Dilemma to deal with uncertainty in research. This only can be tackled with the knowledge of research, and that research itself is never certain and it will always change from day to day or from time to time. Once knowing the problem, let us see what is the solution to this problem. Training to adopt EBP at the graduate level through proper guidance by teachers to lead the physiotherapist in the direction of EBP and making sure that the basics are set correct in the mind of the student. Training to think critical and to challenge the status quo. having open discussion based on questioning the existing concepts and asking questions like why and how. Training to embrace the uncertainty in the research field. With research knowledge also knowing about the implications of research and for how much time it will be applicable and when can it change. Training to make shared decision with patient. As per the triad of EBP, integration of the patient is very important. So letting the patient know of how you are going to go through the process of their treatment is very important. Finally, training to accept the change. A rigid mindset is what is stopping us from taking the necessary steps in the correct direction of EBP and of professional growth. So until this change, nothing of the above can be applicable. Thank you. Thank you for watching the video. Do like, comment and share and subscribe to our channel, The Physio Voice.